Let's take a look at the basic Excel window. The top of the window shows in my screen Book 1 Microsoft Excel. This is what's called the title bar. The title bar shows Book 1. If we open up a new book, notice now it says Book 2. Over here on the right is what we call the Windows control buttons. If you notice, you can grab and drag those around as needed. Grab the corners, we can resize them. We can also arrange them vertically, horizontally, as needed. Let me close one out. You can maximize it back to where it fits the entire screen. We also have what we call the quick access toolbar up in the upper left. And the main part of the screen, as we look at it here, as I'm running my mouse across the screen, is what we call the ribbon. We're going to just go through each one of these a little bit more detail in this short little video. Alright, the control buttons, the upper right. Okay, the upper right, minimize the window, maximize it, we can close it. We also have a help button, and we also have the main Windows control for the Excel sheet itself to close, maximize, or minimize. The Excel icon in the upper left, this is in 2010. All it's saying is that you're in Microsoft Excel. In 2007, you have the little Windows button up there also. Okay, the quick access toolbar. These buttons up here, that are the ones you use the most. Alright, we can customize that by clicking on the drop down arrow to the right, and you can see the ones I have selected on my access toolbar. But if you don't see what you're looking for, you click on more commands. Brings up this window here to customize the quick access toolbar, and then we can select from any of these columns, these other choices here. So let's say quick print. We select it, and I can add it over to my quick access toolbar. Say OK. Notice it now appeared up on my quick access. Now if you decide you do not want it, we can deselect it right from the menu. Okay, the ribbon. Alright, the ribbon. The main area on your screen. Now one thing we can do, we can minimize it. Same thing with our quick access toolbar. If you right click anywhere on the ribbon, that is a right click on the mouse, we can show the access toolbar below the ribbon, and we can also move it back up. Over here on the right, right beside the help button, we can minimize the ribbon, which you might want to do at times because it does take up a lot of space. But then you can also click back on the arrow and expand the ribbon back. In 2007, you right click on it and you can minimize ribbon that way also. Now one thing with the ribbon, you see the different tabs: home, insert, page layout, so forth and so on. Now these are content specific. Let me click on sheet 2. If I click on the chart I have up there, notice now we get the chart tools tabs that come up also. Because it understands when I'm working with the chart, I need to design, layout, and format also. When I deselect the chart, those tabs go away. Some other important information on our window. We have what's called the name box, where I'm looking at. That tells you exactly what cell we're clicking in. Right now I'm in cell A3. And we also have the formula bar. If I click in cell B2, my formula comes up equals A2 squared. In other words, I'm going to square the value in cell A2 and place that value in the cell B2. Now with Excel, one thing we're going to run into, and of course especially, our formulas are going to get very long. So we may need to expand the formula bar, which is also possible. the File tab. Okay, has some basic options on it: save, save as, open, close, print, preview, but also options. Okay, the general options for Excel are notated here in this Excel options window. We can change the default font size, how many sheets are open, which are typically 3, as you can see down here on the bottom left, 1, 2, 3. And you can also change your username if you want to personalize your copy. We're also going to be looking at other advanced topics, the add-ins, the Trust Center, and when we get into macros and so on. Now, the sheet names that come up, we can always change it's going to default to 3 sheets. So if we wanted to change those sheet names, you just double click on it and then you change the name. Now we have a data sheet. We can do the same thing for sheet 2, 3, and 4, so on. If you need more sheets, you click on the Insert Worksheet button, and we have a new sheet. Down at the bottom of the window, what we call the status bar, you'll see the ready symbol, along with 3 previews: page layout, normal, page layout view, page break. Let me go back over here to this sheet so you can see it. See what happens on one page. This view here, you can see your headers and footers as needed, and then back to normal. On the right is our zoom. You can zoom in, we can zoom out as we need. Alright, now these are also accomplished up here on the View tab. You can also zoom to specific percent or even to a certain selection. This initial orientation to Excel, please look over Excel as you start doing some of the assignments, and we will continue on with what we call the active cell. Thank you.